Hello there. For this World Weather Roundup, I'd like to start across the Pacific Northwest. Already having had flash flooding because of heavy rain this week, this arrived during Wednesday. That's a deep area of low pressure, so gale force winds blew the rain in. It'll still be raining throughout much of Thursday. So before it clears away, the likelihood is we'll see a month's worth of rain in the space of a couple of days. On the burnt land of California, that clearly is a concern for further flash flooding and mudslides. Now, if that weren't enough, we saw the strong winds. They're blowing in all this snow. As much as 100 centimetres of snow is forecast for the Sierra Nevada and the Cascades. So very disruptive hazardous weather. Another system's moving across the Midwest. So by Thursday in the northeast of the United States. So a dusting of snow again here. But if we watch this storm system that I talked about initially, it comes off the Cascades and the Rockies. It sinks southwards, deteriorates for a time, but then it picks up this warm, moist air off the Gulf of Mexico. And the combination means, again, another very potent storm later this week, the weekend. It could bring disruptive rains and disruptive, very significant snow. The risk of snow is there for New York. Bitterly cold in the cold air that digs in behind that system for the likes of Toronto and Winnipeg. So some very bitter weather is on the way across the USA and Canada. In contrast, it's the heat that's been breaking the records across southern Australia. And this is a weather front that's developing, and that will bring a temporary relief for some southern parts, but not for very long. Again, the heat is with us. It's there for the Australian Open as well. And we've got the warmth for New Zealand ahead of the weekend's rain, and it will turn very wet this weekend. But across much of Australia, the heat is continuing. As I say, there's some easing for the likes of Adelaide, perhaps Melbourne as well, with the arrival of some intense thunderstorms, which could as well cause some disruption. But then the heat builds once again. We know about disruptive snow across Europe. It has been quieter through Wednesday, but we're not totally out the woods. The northerly winds return. The cold air comes southwards again Thursday for another covering of snow, perhaps 10 to 20 centimetres, nowhere near as much as we have seen. However, with the avalanche risk remaining very high anyway, any more snow is clearly going to cause concern. And then eventually through Friday, it'll sink into the Balkans. Same time, we've got some more snow for the Levant during Thursday. And by Friday, that's pushing its way eastwards across Iran and Iraq. So potentially disruptive weather here and cold weather for this time of year as the northerly digs in behind. Temperatures will be well below the average. Bye-bye.